Hello everybody and welcome back to Purbeck. So here we are in the main yard and we have the slurry pit just here. I can't actually figure out how to see exactly how much we have in it because it's not on the menu from what I can see, unless I'm being blind of course. But yes, what I know is we are producing slurry. So soon we're going to have to get a slurry spreader. I have downloaded some from 4D modding which look absolutely brilliant. But first we must head back to the field because we have the hay to row up. So we are nearing an end, I would say, with the field work here. We just need to row this up, bale it, and then wrap the silage bales. This is the hay, obviously. I did half and half. Half the field is silage, half the field is hay. And then once we've done everything, we can load them all up onto a trailer and take them all back to the yard. I think I'm probably going to be keeping everything from this field. Chances are we don't need so much hay and silage, but as I don't really know at the moment how much the cows are going to consume, I think it's just going to be safest to keep as much as possible. I sold a load of silage in the previous episode and made quite a bit of money, £45,000 roughly. It was really good. So yeah, there's not going to be too much hay to do. Most of the field is silage, or will be silage. It's currently grass, baled grass. But yeah, it's going to be good. So I'll just get this done and then I will attach the tractor to the baler, which is just down at the bottom of the field. Then I think it would be best to head back to the yard with, well, we're going to need to take them in two goes, aren't we? Probably the windrower, and then we can take the baler another time and we can return with the bale wrapper. Well, a bit of a change of plan there. Well, change of order. I thought as I've already got the wrapper on, I might as well just wrap the bales, then I can put the tedder on the front and take all of this back, and then that will just leave the baler. Then when we finish baling, we can take the baler back as well and return with a trailer and a tractor and front loader. Then after that we can sleep, I reckon. That's going to be a good thing to do. And we'll see what July brings. But I think really... Oh, crikey. It's not going to be long until I purchase the slurry spreader, because the grassland that we're going to be keeping as grassland needs to be fertilised. We probably don't have very much slurry, but at least we can apply what we've got, and it might be enough to cover one field. We will see. Well, we're almost there. I think we just have 2 bales left, and then we can return. Actually, we can return this to the store. We don't even need it anymore. It would be nice to own a bale wrapper, but I think really we're going to be focusing on using the pits in the future. This is just to get us started. I think that's the last one. And if I ever miss one, it doesn't really matter because we can still use grass. We're probably going to get sheep in the future. But there we go. Let's attach this to the front. Oh, nope, don't unfold that. We need to fold this up. That's better. And yes, I'll just go and get rid of the wrapper, and then we can put the tedder in the shed. There we go. I think I'm going to use the John Deere again on the baler, even though it doesn't quite have enough power to run it at full speed going uphill. It's still good enough. It's a very good tractor actually. And then we can, well, we're going to need the trailer and the New Holland. I think we'll be alright though, putting the trailer on the New Holland. Or I could just put the trailer on this tractor. Or we could keep it on the Class. It really doesn't matter. I was just thinking if we put it on the New Holland, then we'd have to take 2 tractors, but then, yeah, that trailer doesn't even directly connect to the weight, so we're going to have 2 tractors anyway. We could have brought the trailer on this tractor right now, but we'd still have to bring the tractor back again, as we need this tractor to take the baler back. So yeah, we'll probably just keep it on the Class. As it's already attached to it, it saves taking it off. Right then, off we go. Looks like we're going to get the first bale almost immediately. Converting that grass bale across to hay. There we go, first bale produced very fast. We only just didn't have enough to produce that final silage bale, but yeah, as I said, it really doesn't matter either way. We need both products. I really don't mind. Well, that's the baler back in position, and the John Deere can stay with it. I think this might be the best place to keep the bales. After all of my decision making, it just seems like a good place. Anyway, I've put the New Holland on the back of here. It's going to be pretty heavy, with that being a single axle trailer. A lot of the weight is actually on this tractor, but yeah, it looks like it's alright. Saves a lot of time having to transport both the tractors separately, but we will have to do that on the way back, unfortunately. This is still good though, saving time getting there. That's actually towing really well. So obviously these bales are not all going to fit onto one trailer load. The silage bales are extremely heavy. The hay bales aren't too heavy at all. But yes, I might even be lucky actually just to get the silage bales on. We're probably going to have to do 2 loads just for silage. Or maybe we could do a full load of silage then get the rest onto the last trailer. We will see. Okay, slow and steady. Use the front loader for supporting the front. Bring it down nice and slowly. And then the back, smash down. Well, that's the only way of doing it, I think, without ramps. But here we go. Let's do the silage first of all. If you didn't watch the previous episode, or actually 2 episodes ago, when I was moving these silage bales, they are so heavy. I can only pick up 2 at a time. 3 is way over the tractor's limit. But the tractor can actually pick up 5 hay bales without doing a wheelie. Well, it actually does, but yeah, 4 hay bales without doing a wheelie. I know that silage bales are much heavier, but really these seem like they've got lead in them. Maybe they do. Although that's just a weird comment. Of course they don't. Well, hopefully I can load them up without too much trouble. We'll see. Let's get them done, and then we can take them to that shed. Okay, well, I have managed to get, I think, all of the silage bales on. A bit tricky, and this is going to be the trickiest yet, because I'm going to stack this front one 4 high, which might be possible if I'm really slow. We can reach. It's just the weight. Okay, we've hit that one. Might have to overhang the front a bit. But they're on! Hooray! So this is going to be so heavy. And we are going to have to... Actually, how many hay... We don't really have that many hay bales, do we? Maybe... Actually, that's an idea. Maybe I can keep the silage bales on the trailer and then bring those back in a couple of runs with the front loader. 3, 6, 7, 8. We might only have 8. So if I can do 2 lots of 4, that would be great. Then we can keep these bales just on the trailer in the shed. That would save so much time. But it looks like in total we got 114,000 litres of silage. It is currently grass, but it will soon be silage once it has fermented. That field which we've just cleared, or in the process of clearing, is going to be cultivated, and I need to put a cover crop in for fertiliser. So yeah, I want to look into slurry spreaders, and then hopefully we can then cultivate it up. Oh, that's taller than I was expecting for the shed. We might be alright. Yeah, we should be. That's not too bad. Oh, spoke too soon. No, that's weird. That looked like it was alright for a second. It would have been alright if it wasn't for that top one. So close. We could let down the tyre pressure. Then we might just about sneak underneath. Okay, well I had to remove it. It's just down there. And we can leave this here. Back to the field. We'll get our first load of 4. I might have miscounted, but even if I have, we can do a 4 and a 5. Maybe we can do a 5? I don't know. Let me count again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there are 8. So 2 lots of 4. And these do stack pretty well. There's 2. Get another 2 and then put them on top. Makes it so much easier to push the bales together to align them. Okay, now we'll align the tractor. And we'll pop them on top. There we have it, a stack of 4, which I can now pick up. We can sink the grabs, whatever they're called, into it. The grapple thing. Yeah, grapple. And we can return to the farm with load number 1. See, it picks up 4 of these, no problem at all. It must just be the moisture content, because obviously hay is so much lighter than the silage. Well, I think they've wiggled a bit, but they're still perfectly in shape. We do have some more hay bales up in the top shed, but this is the place to be now. So there we have number 4. Let's go and get the next load of 4. Yeah, they're actually smaller as well than the silage bales, I believe. And then we have another 4 to make 8. That's not quite as good as my first one, but anyway, as long as we get it back in one piece, shouldn't be a problem. And that is the field finished. All cleared. We got quite a lot out of it. That'll be the last time we get a grass cut out of it, because next time it's going to be a crop. Well, a cover crop first, but yeah, eventually we'll get a combinable crop out of it. I can see perfectly. Yeah, very dangerous. Anyway, yeah, that concludes the grass work for many episodes now. We have our silage, we have our hay. So, well, when I say grass work, I mean mowing and baling and stuff. Obviously, we're going to be fertilising. There's going to be a lot of focus on arable. Oh, that's the... Whoa, I didn't even know the front window opened. Hey, that's quite good visibility. Right. I was actually trying to open this. Looks like I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, nothing stopping that window now. Blimey. Look at it go. Come on, window. Calm yourself. Yep, so there we have 8. Brilliant. So the next thing I'm going to look into, once we've rested, is the slurry spreader, as I said. I also mentioned getting that Massey Ferguson tractor in the previous episode. It was really cheap. It was £2,000, so I have actually tweaked the price if I do want to get it to make it a bit more realistic. $12,995. It might come into the sale. Oh, blimey, look at that. It's a good buy. Well, we are going to be doing pit work, so actually really what we're looking out for mostly is probably a forage wagon. Or a forager. I'm actually looking to get that old forager. But yeah, first, yeah, the tractor there. It would be good to get it with the flotations just for doing slurry. Where is it? Where are the flotations? The big flotations. There they are. Look at that. So yes, that would be very nice to have. It would be its only job, just sitting on the slurry spreader. But let's rest and we'll see exactly how much, well, not exactly how much slurry, but we'll see how much slurry we have by the morning. Hey, these are good railings. They're supposed to keep people out, and they are succeeding. I'm trying to get into the pit, which is very unusual. Highly dangerous slurry pits, but we'll see how full this is at about 9 AM. Hopefully it is actually going up. I think it is. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's deeper than it was. Shiny. Although it's not much. I would love to know exactly how much we do have there. They're probably out of water by now. Indeed they are. So we're going to have to give them some water. So I'll go and grab some from the river. And then it is a new day. Yeah, nothing for us. And then, yeah, I would like to get the slurry spreader. I'd like to get the tractor as well, but we'll have to see how we're doing for money. There we go, 4,000 litres in total delivered to the cows. This cow is very happy about that. That should be showing up now in here. Yep. And we're already producing the milk, which we can sell with this. Actually, this is a 2,000 litre capacity tank, and we already have almost 3,500. So we technically could start to sell. We are going to need a bigger tank. The price is at its best in October, January sort of time. It's currently July, so typically we're pretty much at the worst, so we might as well hold on to as much as possible and then sell it all in one go, as long as we don't let the main tank overflow, of course. We don't want to stop the production of milk, but I can deliver some more water in an episode's time. For now, let us take a look into the slurry, because it would be really good to now spread some slurry on the fields we're keeping as grass. Where's this gate? There it is. Right. So the ones by 4D modding are just here. This would be amazing, but that is quite big for us now. We're still starting smaller. I am not the sort of person that knows an awful lot about slurry tanks. So I'm guessing, because all I want to do is just have a tank with a splash plate and then apply it. So I'm guessing this is what I need over this with a boom. So if we look at this, well, actually, if we just keep it all standard. Yeah, keep it all standard. Because that all looks good to me. Although, hang on, we're getting... Ah, that's added money. But they do look nicer. Let's just take a look at other brands to see exactly what we can go with. The flotations are fantastic. Yeah, I would love the flotations. Well, this is lovely. There is the option for some used tyres. And it looks like they're inclusive in the main price, in the base price. So we'll go with them. £19,000 in total, which does leave 25,000, which means we can buy the tractor. I know that some people are going to say it's total waste of money, but it will keep our other tractors free. As you've seen, I've been using all 3 tractors on a regular basis, so it would be really nice to go with this. Got to find those flotations again, there we go. And we want to keep this as cheap as possible. I think that's everything really, isn't it? Yeah, that should be good. Should be a pretty amazing setup. It should have the power as well, I'm hoping. I believe this came off the King Mods website. I usually get things off ModHub, but I couldn't really find any tractors at all with flotations on there. That looks incredible. That looks absolutely amazing. And we're still left with £12,000. Oh, almost running over people with my massive tyres. There we go. I assume that's the modder's decal in the window. And the reason for having the flotations is just to spread the weight, to avoid the compaction while spreading slurry. What a brilliant setup. I would say we should add some dirt to make it look really dirty, but I think that's going to come naturally really quickly. In fact, all I have to do is drive through the mud behind the barns and it'll be filthy. Actually, no, all I need to do is cross the river and it'll be filthy. We're going to cross the river anyway to apply slurry to that field. So yeah, it'll be looking old and dirty in no time. Again, hopefully it isn't too loud. But I'm not going to be using this an awful lot today, so if it is too loud, then I can always tweak it between this episode and the next one. Hopefully it's just right. I think it's perfectly quiet from in the cab view, first person view. It does say you can do 26 miles per hour, but we're only doing 18. I do feel like we've sort of hit a limiter there, although it's not shifting into gear 4, so maybe it's just the weight on the back. If we're going downhill, we could probably get to 26. Here's a good test, actually. We're going downhill here. Maybe not. I think it wants to shift. Anyway, let's see if we can squeeze through this gap. Not really the best tractor for squeezing through gaps with. But we can. Just about. And we can see what tiny amount of slurry we have. Will it even fill this? Maybe not. Ah, well, I have underestimated these cows, although that looks to have pretty much emptied the pit. But still, one full load, it's not bad. Well, it found the 4th gear. I don't know what it was about the previous journey. I don't know, it just didn't want to find that gear, but now it has done. But we are going back uphill. But when we go downhill, we should be up to 26. Here we go. 27. Wow, we really are pushing it. So it's not a slow tractor after all. It felt so slow coming back from the store. Right then, I've probably got the gate closed. Yep. It looks like the grass hasn't grown too much, so we should be able to apply this. Maybe I should apply it to the other field first. Yeah, we'll see. Let's go through here. We're never going to cover the entire field though. We don't have enough for that, but at least we can do something. Struggling to find those gears again. Oh, I was expecting better than that with these tyres. Maybe you do need narrower tyres to dig in. Look at that. We're flinging mud for miles. Goodness me. Well, that is surprising. That's a bit of an eye-opener. Let's just see if I can persuade it out. Is it the back of the tanker that's hit the ground? It might be, actually. What did I say about it getting muddy? Yeah, I think it's hit the ground. That's probably the problem. This is deep. Oh, goodness me. I was going to say, this is going to be the sort of setup which isn't going to get stuck. And it's gone and got stuck. I think as soon as those front wheels get onto the solid ground, it's going to be alright. But that is amazing. It's still muddy up here. You can see the rear wheel is splashing. Well, yeah, I'm going to know for next time. I think we might want to keep the tow bar over here. Ah, there we go. Well, that was fun. Right, well now we can... Oh no, what's this? Oh, okay. Set it to empty mode. Ah, brilliant, brilliant. So yes, hopefully, yeah, that is working. This would have been easier if I'd done this straight after it being cut, because I would have been able to see easier. But I'll just set this going. If we just quickly go onto here, find the field, fertilised, yep, so you can see it is applying fertiliser successfully. We've got our second application going on. We do already have the first application, and I'm going to stay on one side just to make sure that, well, it's easy. If I start going around the headlands, it's just going to make it difficult because we're never going to finish the field. If I stay on one side, we might be able to bring another load to here when we have some more slurry. And it is all extra because we already have 50% fertilised on the field. So just, yeah, bringing even some of the field to 100% is worthwhile. It should be a lot easier to get back because we won't have so much weight in the tanker. Looking good. Now that we have this setup though, as soon as we mow a field again, we can then just bring the tanker in. We don't have to wait for it to grow. It can only get easier. Okay, so where have I been? I've been here. It's actually not bad working with. If only we had more slurry. Yeah, it's looking good. And it's free, as long as you don't take into account the price of the tanker itself, which I don't think you should do, because otherwise that means you've got to take into account the price of a fertilizer spreader on top of the price of fertilizer. The actual product that we're applying is free. It is, after all, a byproduct of the cows, which we're also making money from. Yeah, I think a full tank load is going to go further than I initially thought. We might be able to come back down again as well. But once it's done, we'll get it taken back to the yard, and then, yeah, it can stay attached to the tanker. And as soon as we have enough for another load, we'll apply it to a different field, or maybe this field if we still can do, if it isn't fully grown by then. Okay, looks like I have been turning at the top here. But this is promising. Back down again. Yeah, we're going to do 50%. Thank you, cows. Thank you for pooping. Feel free to poop more. And I think probably the final bit, we'll just tidy up this bottom piece, because I haven't actually done something here. Yep. Yeah, that's just to cover the turning area. Need to stay on this side. And we're empty. But that was really good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think we probably will have enough soon, in this month, to be able to finish the field, if all goes to plan. Right, so now I know we're going to have a good load of momentum behind us, and we're going to fly through. Oh, that's so disappointing. I think it might be, actually, because the tyres are so wide, they're not digging in, they're not getting traction. They are literally floating over the surface and then getting stuck on the sticky surface. But anyway, we shall get back to the farm, we'll park it up, and we do now have a lovely, dirty tractor. And that's why this tractor is going to always do the slurry. We don't want to be getting all of our other tractors super dirty. I thought that was a light bar, or some kind of light bar. And this is where we park it up. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.